This is from Judy, who asked a very concise question. She said she'd like to know our views on speed cameras. She says she's having an ongoing disagreement with a friend who thinks speed cameras are the solution to reducing speeding on our roads. But she, Judy, argues for better street design. Wes, what do you think?
I could argue both sides of this. I mean, so cameras in general often open up a whole can of worms, and the discussion devolves into either Big Brother's watching us or it's a cash grab by the city, and no one is even talking about safety. If we can get over that hump and keep the conversation on safety, like a camera here and there, like a piecemeal type solution is not going to fix it. It would literally have to be cameras everywhere. And that's one of the things you notice when you go to Australia. Like in Sydney, there are cameras all over the place. So when you go there, like everyone sort of follows the rules in a much different way than they do so here. At least in Denver, we have a handful of red light cameras. People sort of know where they are. They put signs up beforehand, oftentimes telling you there's a camera coming. So you're not going to get the solution that way. And if that's the case, I would still say you really need to make these roads self-enforcing. It's a lot more expensive, but to design the streets to get the sort of behaviors that we want is what we're after. Like that should be the fundamental goal. And the cameras is just a Band-Aid.
I'm going to disagree with you somewhat. Of course, in an ideal world, we're able to reconfigure all of our streets. Realistically, that's not going to happen in our lifetime. Like we have too many terrible arterials in too many urban areas. We know that speed cameras do reduce speeding. There's been a lot of studies showing that they reliably reduce it. And where I disagree with you, Wes, specifically, is you're saying like you'd have to put cameras everywhere in the city. I actually don't think that's the case to have a major impact on speeding, particularly if we abandon what I think is sort of a dumb status quo practice, which is we announced to everyone, hey, there's a camera at this intersection. Why do we do that? Why don't we move cameras around? Why don't we restrict Google and other companies from letting you know where exactly the cameras are? If you don't know where the cameras are, you're going to obey the traffic rules more, I would say. And this idea of full transparency in camera location, which cities seem to subscribe to, I think is a little weird and baseless. I think they're more immediate and practical way to reduce speeding. But Judy, I'll just say I'm glad that you and your friend are having this debate because it's very constructive.
Yeah.